Hey, Games Radar, it's Charlie Baird. Today we're looking at Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Who am I here with?
I'm Campos Oriola. I'm the lead game designer on Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
And we're looking at, is this mission 10 of the campaign?
Yeah, exactly. It's the 10th mission in the campaign. It's a mission of the second half of the game, and it's one of my favorites. It's really a tribute to the previous Ghost Recon. It's a mission set in the forest in Russia that is really open and in which you can do a lot of recon. You really have, you can really play it the way you want.
So we've, earlier I played some missions that were a little more straightforward. This is getting back to what people have expected from Ghost Recon in the past, which is more of, drones and strategizing and marking targets.
Yeah, definitely. So what we do, in fact, through the course of the campaign is that at first the missions are more linear because it's more like a tutorial mission because there is a lot of ability and notion that we want to teach to the player, and we want to teach the player how to go to cover, how to shoot, how to do the recon, how to use the drone, how to use the intel and so on. So there's really a lot of stuff to teach him. So that's why at first missions are more linear, because we want to be sure that he gets it. And then as you progress into the game, and you get to mission 6, 8, 9, and so on, we really start to open the levels and give you more opportunity to play the way you want.
And so we just saw you there, marking 3 targets and then letting your teammates slow motion take them all out at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the new order system. We call it the marking system. So basically, we have changed the other system because the game is fully playable up to 4 players in co-op. So you can play with 3 eyes or you can play with 3 friends. And we wanted the other system to work exactly in the same way. And so when you are working with friends, you don't want to tell them, hey, go behind that cover or go there or flank them. No, your friends know what they have to do. But you want to coordinate with targets. So you want to say, hey, pick the LMG guy near the window. Which window? Yeah. You just have to mark the guy and say, okay, pick number 1. Okay, I got it. I pick number 2. That kind of stuff. And it works exactly the same way with AI. You just have to mark the AI and the enemy, and your AI teammates will pick their shots. And when you shoot or when you ask them to perform the shoot, they will kill the target.
And so we were doing a little of stealthy gameplay there, being careful, but they found a dead body. So now it's getting into more engaged, action-oriented. Things are hot right now.
Yeah, exactly. So when the enemy see you and the firefight starts, they will raise their alert level and they will call for reinforcement. So basically, if you are playing really stealthy, there will be more less enemy to kill, and you can do the full situation without being detected. But as soon as it detects you, they will call for reinforcement, and the firefight is going to be really tough. And it depends on the situation. So here in that situation, reinforcement are pretty small. It's just a couple of guys more. But later on, in a more difficult situation, you can have a BTR or armored jeep coming to help them.
So if you do better in alerting the enemy less, you'll face less enemies overall?
Yeah, exactly. But it's more a question of playstyle too, because to do the full stealth approach and all the recon sound, it requires you to do a lot of action. You need to pilot the drone, you need to mark the target, you need to be careful in at which target you pick because of the patrol and so on. You want to kill the guy in the back of another guy and so on, so they won't trigger the alarm, etc. So it requires a lot for the player. And if you raise the alarm, yes, there will be more enemy and so on, but you will do different actions. So in fact, by the end, doing the situation in full stealth or recon or do the situation in full firefight will take kind of the same time, but you won't do the same action. And that's pretty cool. That's for the variety of the game, for the pace, it's really interesting in terms of player.
So what's all this text on the screen? Is that just a visual way of showing you things like waypoints? And I think I saw some civilian activity earlier.
Exactly. So that's the augmented reality. Basically, it's the ghosts are at the center of the network of information of the army. So they get a lot of satellite information. They get a lot of information from their team, from the drone around them, and so on. And all that information is shared to them. So basically, you see the waypoint on the ground. That's the path that is sending you the satellite towards your objective. You can see your objective, which is that big arrow that you will see in augmented reality. You see the blue lines, which are the acquisition, the laser sight of your teammates, and all of that is transferred to you. And that's actually information that you care, because with that information, you know where are your enemy, they are facing, what are their weapons. You know if a teammate has acquired the enemy or not. You know if the alarm has been raised or not. Basically, if the intel on the enemy is yellow, that means that the enemy is unalerted. If it turns red, that means that the enemy is alerted and is in the middle of a fight and that kind of stuff.
So here we've got more than 3 guys, so you can't just let your AI or your co-op guys take care of it for you. So we've marked enemies for the AI to take out, but then you're taking out 2 yourself with some, and there's also a little headshot meter there. That so when it turns a yellow and then red, you'll get an automatic headshot.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, as you're a 4-man squad, you can kill synchronously. You can kill in synchro shot, more than 4 guys at the same time. But when you trigger a synchro shot, you have a small slow motion window in which you can actually kill more than 1 guy. But for that, you need to be. That's not something that you do by the beginning of the game. And here in that mission, you have a specific ammunition which called DARPA rounds, which are basically they are heat-seeking bullets. So when you aim at someone, they will acquire the target and lock on them. And if it's locked on the target, you can shoot even without aiming to the guy. The bullet will go directly to the head.
So here you're synchronizing, and
he's going to perform the same shot. So you'll see, you'll synchronize and then you shoot.
And then you could do that even if we were playing with 3 other real people. As soon as the game knows that all 4 of you are aiming at at your enemies, then it can go into that slow motion shot.
And it tells you that he's ready. And what is cool is that even if you are playing with real player, you don't have to say 3, 2, 1, shoot. Because you just have to press the trigger and that will trigger the slow motion. And that's pretty useful when you play on live, on Xbox Live, especially when you are on PSN, especially when you are European and you're French, you play with German people or Danish. Or that kind of, and sometimes even saying 3, 2, 1, go is not that easy.
Okay, so now the game takes care of that for you. And here you were telling me that you based the Ghost Recon soldiers' movement on real soldiers, and that they move a little slower than we might expect them to.
Yeah, exactly. So what was funny, so every time we made a motion capture session, we had actors and so on, and we had a military consultant. And every time we ended up with the military consultant actually doing the motion capture because they were doing it better than the actors. So all the motion capture of the Ghost has been made by our military consultant. For example, Cossack has been made by a retired Navy SEAL guy. And what is funny when you watch this guy moving is that they don't move fast. In fact, they say slow is fast. That means that they move slowly, but with really precise gesture, because they don't want to miss what they are doing. And the faster you move, the more you can be seen at a distance, because the eye is much better to get things that are moving fast and so on. So that's why they have that super fluid motion. So.
When you're coming down the hill here, the drone is unavailable. Why is that?
It's because it's reloading. So the drone is working on a small battery, and at some moment inside the mission, you need to recharge it, so it's unavailable for a short period of time.
And here again, we have more than 4 guys, so you have to be a little creative in how you take everybody out without alerting them.
So here, for example, when you watch carefully the situations, you see that the guy on the Mirador here, in fact, can be seen by any other guy. So if you shoot him with a silenced weapon, no one will see that he's dead. So here you see the ticking bullet. It's stuck on him, so you can just shoot even without aiming at his head. And so no one notices that he's dead. And now you can perform the same shot.
On your word. Nice work.
You get that nice slow motion falling down with 4 guys simultaneously.
And that situation is really, really interesting because it's really open, so you can go in the middle, you can cross the river and go inside the barn, you can go on the left side in the windmill, and so you can really access that situation the way you want. And here, as you can see, the drone can also land and roll, and when he's doing all that, he's almost invisible to the enemy because he has the active camouflage that activates, so you can come pretty close to the enemy. And then you can have him detonate with a sonic pulse, which is like having a flashbang and place it wherever you want.
Oh, so it's not something that happens automatically. You place it and you can set it to detonate later when the drone is safely away.
So that's really useful for interior situations. So that's not necessarily the case in that mission.
I guess it can't climb stairs, but it can fly up and land again, but the guy would probably notice it's there.
Yeah, I'll go through windows and that kind of stuff. Oops. But the drone can't go too far from you. Because that you lose the signal.
That's also a way of keeping it so you don't just play the entire mission from the very first beginning
Exactly.
point. And like you were saying, this map is really big, so there's two ways you can go across that bridge. You can go down through the river.
Yeah, and then after that you can enter into the barn, or you can go in the middle of the facility.
Standing guard.
You can go to that sniping point and cover your teammate.
Good
Are there any other kind of tools or
Oops,
ways to?
they found a dead body.
Oh no, dead body.
So that's why you need to be careful and do a lot of recon before actually pressing the trigger. You need to think before you shoot, or you're gonna get seen. And after that, it's a big firefight. But still, when you are under fire, you still need to use a lot of your tools. So here, for example, is the X-ray vision that allow you to see through walls that are at really short range. And you still need to coordinate with your teammate. You know the ability to mark target. Oh, they didn't see it. The ability to mark target allows you to ask your teammate to focus their fire on a specific target. So, for example, if you're under heavy fire of an LNG guy and so on, you can mark him and ask your teammate to kill the guy.
So you can see that guy through your direct line of vision, but with the X-ray vision, you could see him and mark him even though he's through those logs.
Do it.
We haven't seen a stealth kill, but that is something that's possible. If you sneak up behind somebody, you can take them out instantaneously.
Exactly, make a stealth kill, and that won't break your camo, but
This is like a very risky, dangerous stealth move here, but
especially in the middle of
yeah. They're very, very
and
nice.
of course, they don't necessarily see you, but they can see their body dying.
At least it gives us a chance to see the reviving.
Yeah, so when you get too much fire on you, you go into the down state, and you can be revived by your teammate. But you still need to be careful, because sometimes enemy could headshot you, so you won't even go down. You will die directly. You can, if you get hit by an explosion or RPG or so on, that can kill you directly. So
Yeah,
we want the player to be careful. Actually, you can die really fast. As you can kill fast enemy, but you can die just as fast as you can kill them. So you need to be careful.
So your teammate revived you there, but you can also bounce. You can also revive them or tell a teammate to revive another teammate.
Exactly, you can ask them, yeah, don't take cover onto an exploding truck.
That's good advice for all of life.
So yeah, when you have a down teammate also, you can manually revive him, or you can ask another teammate to revive him. And you want your teammate to be alive, because if you go down and all your teammates are dead, then nobody will be there to revive him.
So once you're engaged, does the camo still kind of work at least?
Yeah, exactly. And basically, we use it as a feedback for the player to tell him, okay, no, the enemy has lost focus on you, and basically the aggro of the enemy is on your teammate, so you can flank them. You won't get shot if you don't come too close. Because if your camouflage is on, that means that no one is shooting at you. Because when someone's shooting at you, it will deactivate the camo.
And so what is this we see here? When you're suppressed, what do you need to do?
Yeah, so when you get shot, like I was saying, when you get shot by a heavy weapon, that will suppress you, that will make the camera shake a lot and so on, and make your weapon almost ineffective. So you can either try to pop a smoke grenade or an EMP to distract the enemy and go back camo and flank him, or you can manage to mark him, and that will ask for focus fire of your teammate on him, and they will either kill him or draw his attention and allow you to escape.
It can be a lot harder to mark your target when your camera shakes
Yeah,
around because you're
exactly.
getting fired on.
Exactly. You need to wait for the guy to reload, or you need to try to cover swap. So it's quickly changing cover position in order to have him lose you before you can mark him. So here you need to shoot the BTR, so you can ask your teammate to focus the fire on it, and you need to shoot him on the flank because he has less armor on the side. Here is unloading troops, because the BTR is not only an armored vehicle, it's also an APC, so you can load troops and unload them. So here, because the alarm has been triggered, the BTR is coming with reinforcement and so on. If we had managed to be fully stealth during the full course of that situation, you could have killed everybody without being noticed, and so the BTR and the reinforcement would not have come.
So that tank and the reinforcements that were within it only come because you engaged at some point
exactly.
in the mission.
And so the enemy raised the alert level, and so the reinforcement came. Here you will get the intel on the location of the enemy artillery, And then later on the mission, you will have the opportunity to go and destroy the artillery to release pressure on General Duca.
And so that was Mission 10 of the Ghost Recon Future Soldier campaign. Thanks a lot for showing it to us. When's the game come out?
So the game will be out the 22nd of May.
And for which platforms?
On the X360, PS3, and PC.
Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching.